What's up guys, Jonny May here and welcome to this week's quick tip where I'm going to teach you 3 what I call fire licks that you can use in your blues improvisations. So what is a fire lick and why is it important? Well, a fire lick is where you come way up high on the piano and you kind of rock up on the high end here. And a lot of professional blues pianists use this as well as rock and roll pianists, guys like Jerry Lee Lewis, and it creates a ton of excitement in your improvisations. Now when I hear a lot of beginner blues students improvise, they'll use a lot of riffs in the middle of the piano, but they won't use that upper register, and this is where all of the excitement is. So let's go ahead and dive in. So what we're going to do first, we're going to look at fire lick number 1, and there are 3 licks, and this is the easiest one. The last one is the hardest one, but it doesn't matter your playing level. If you're more of a beginner blues improviser, you should be able to handle this just fine. All right, here's how fire lick number 1 goes. It's a ton of fun to play, and it works over all of the chords in the left hand. So it doesn't matter which chord you're on, you can play this and it sounds amazing. All right, so let's go ahead and do this together. Go ahead and play these 3 notes with me, C, F, and B flat. Okay, I call this the strike. Okay, you're gonna strike up here, and then you're gonna do a slide with the 3rd finger. Okay, you see what I just did there? Strike, slide, 3rd finger, F sharp to G. Okay? And while you're sliding these 2 notes, you're keeping those outer notes down. Okay? So here's the full motion, strike, slide. You see that? And you want to kind of speed this up and just really get that motion. That's tricky, I find, for a lot of students to really get that nice and smooth, but you want that double. This is actually called the double slide. You want that to be nice and smooth, okay? Once you've done this, you're going to grab this chord 3 more times, okay? So we've got the strike, the slide, okay? And then we've got 1, 2, 3, okay? That's it. If you put it together, it's 1 and 2 and. That's basically how we would count it, okay? Again, that slide happens really quick, and make sure those outer notes, you keep them down while you're sliding, okay? And that's it. And then we're going to do it again, 3 and 4 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. You see how that works? And I would just practice this on your own. Get this to a fairly decent tempo. You can start nice and slow. In fact, if you're more of a beginner, I recommend you start about here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay? And on beats 1 and 3, that's where that strike happens, and then you're going to slide up. Okay? Now, if you want to play a fast blues, we call this a jump blues tempo. You could play it on a fast blues or a slow blues, but I think a really exciting tempo for this and a goal for you should be about here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay? And then you can add it with the left hand. I've actually notated it here with the left hand for you. This is a basic blues shuffle. C and G twice, 1 and then C and A, 2 and. Okay? 1 and 2 and 3. And then you can put together, speed it up. Okay. And then you can do it on the other chords. You could do it on your F chord. Okay. Try it on your G chord. Oh, I just love this sound, it's so much fun. And then once you can do it over each of those 3 chords, then practice it on your 12-bar blues. So go through your full blues form and give it a try. In fact, we have a backing track that you can practice this with over your standard 12-bar blues form. Let's give it a shot here with a backing track, okay? Here it is. 2, 1, 2, here we go. F, C, F, down to C, G, F, down to C, back to G, 2, 3, 4, and then it repeats there. All right, tons of fun to play. By the way, if you're enjoying this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button for more videos just like this. Now, I do want to note here that this lesson sheet music you're seeing up here on the top left of the screen is downloadable and printable at pianowithjohnny.com, and you can actually change the key. You can put this in any key with the click of one button with our smart sheet music. Also, this backing track is downloadable as well. I'll put a link to the sheet music and the backing track below. But I do want to move you on to Fire Lick number 2. This is a ton of fun. And the first lick we did here was an 8th note pattern. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and Fire Lick number 2 is a triplet pattern. Let me show you how this one goes. This one's actually even more exciting. Okay. Woo! That is so much fun to play. It just gets me so excited. And I love the sound of it. I love to hear the pros play this. Now, what we're doing with this one, we're still way up high on the piano. By the way, make sure you're not playing, you know, down here by middle C. And even here is not very exciting. This is really where the magic happens. In fact, you could play it up there if you wanted, but I think this is the best place for this one. For this one, you're gonna grab this chord. This is like a C7 with like a flat 5, okay? Kind of a crunchy little chord there. We're gonna grab this, okay, and then come up to G and do that one twice, okay? That's pretty much it. Fire Lick number 2. These are very repetitive licks. You can think of them like an ostinato pattern where it keeps repeating itself. We do this a lot when we're playing blues music. Okay, once more, you got the grab, okay, and then 2 more with the G, and then we do it again. Okay. Now these are triplets, so you want to go triplet, 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 okay? And again, you want to kind of play this on your own. You want to speed it up. I think a really good tempo for this is about here. Okay? And again, make sure you start slow, triplet, triplet, okay? Once you've got that to the tempo, go ahead and play it with the blues shuffle. Now, this is something very interesting, something really important to know. If you're playing the blues and you have triplets in your right hand, but you're doing 8th notes in the left hand, how do they line up? This is really, can confuse a lot of students. Well, the 3rd triplet in your right hand lines up with the 2nd 8th note in your left hand. So when I'm going 1 and 2, it's going triplet, and then triplet. You see how that works? I'll do it again. Triplet, triplet, okay? Make sure that lines up correct. You want to speed it up gradually. I think this is a decent kind of medium speed. Okay, and try to speed it up. It's more of a jump blues tempo right there. And then when you're feeling good, try it on your other chords like F7. And then try your G7. Okay, a lot of fun, and then give it a go with this backing track. Okay, here it is. 2, 1, 2, here we go. F, C. Stop there. And I do want to quickly talk about what I'm doing. These are little glissandos down the piano. Jerry Lee Lewis was really famous for these down the piano, and you can throw this in with these fire licks. And basically at any point, you just take the bottom note that you're on, usually it's a C, and you just take your thumbnail, and you just brush the keys coming down. You see how my nail is playing the keys, and I do not recommend you use your palm because that will not feel very good. So use the nail. It doesn't hurt your finger at all. You can do it all day long. All right, great job. And I do want to also point you guys, if you're enjoying this course here, to our Bible of Blues Riffs at pianowithjohnny.com. You actually learn 120 blues riffs and licks just like this. You learn single note licks, double note licks, punches, ostinatos, runs, rolls, a ton of licks. I'll put a link to that below, the Bible of Blues Riffs. But I do want to take you guys here to Fire Lick number 3. This is the harder one. I love the sound because this uses some rolls. Let me show you what this sounds like. A ton of fun. I love this lick. Now, basically what I'm doing is I'm striking 2 chords. I'm grabbing this chord that I taught you guys earlier, the C7 flat 5. We're going to do a grab and then a grab here with the G in the middle, and then we do a roll like that. And then basically I'm rolling like a C7 chord without the E in it from the top down, okay? So once more, 2 grabs or 2 strikes, and then the roll, and that's it. Then we do it again. And now the roll. That's it. Okay, now the timing is the hardest for students on this. The timing goes 1 and 2 and. That little bottom note of the roll lands on the and of beat 2. I'll do it again and I'll do it slower. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay? So that's the hardest part, is getting that bottom note of the roll to line up on the and of beat 2. Here's how the hands come together. We'll go slow. 1 and 2 and. Next part, 3 and 4 and. Okay, it's kind of hard to play slowly. I'll do it a little faster. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so those ands need to line up. Eventually you can increase your speed. So much fun. You can do this on the F chord. And then the G chord. And then when you've got that down, let's go ahead and play it with the blues backing track. Here we go. 2, 1, 2, here we go. F, C, F, back to C, do some glissandos. All right, this concludes this week's quick tip, and if you enjoyed this lesson, I want to encourage you to check out pianowithjonny.com. We have over 600 step-by-step lessons in blues, boogie-woogie, jazz, Latin jazz, swing, improvisation, theory, technique. It is the full learning platform for all playing levels, and you can do deep dive study of the blues, not only learning your medium blues, but learning your up-tempo blues, jazzy blues, slow blues. We talk about how to improvise on the blues, and we have a ton of fun. Also, check out the Piano with Jonny membership. This gives you unlimited access to our entire course library, plus you get to be part of our live monthly events. And every month we do a live Q&A where you can ask me your practice questions. We do a live workshop lesson. We do student assessments where you can send me a video and I'll give you personalized feedback on your playing. And we do weekly challenges for our members. So check out the PWJ membership, and I'll see you guys in the next one.